Hey everybody, welcome back. It's a landmark day in repentance. Why? I beat Greedier Mode as Jacob and Esau on stream yesterday. That run will be on you. It's probably already on YouTube. We're actually, you never thought it would happen. We're gonna try to complete this cursed post-it note today, by the way. You never thought it would happen for the first time since, March 31st when the game came out. Well, when the DLC came out at least. The YouTube backlog has surpassed the Twitch backlog. I never thought I'd see the day. I thought I would be in, we'd be memed into oblivion for the rest of our existence, let's say. Hey, I had a great Isaac run. Oh, cool. I look forward to seeing that. That's a ripoff. That's a ripoff right there. I look forward to seeing that run in 2003 million. The year 2003 million. Yeah, well, how about I just had a great Isaac run? Look forward to seeing it 3 days ago when it went up. How about that? We got a negative backlog. Can I tell you? So I finished the movie Norbit last night. We got a long time here where we're probably not going to be like super stoked. We might as well start talking about the most important media properties of our generation. So the movie Norbit, not good. Not good. Eddie Murphy, and Eddie Murphy star in Norbit, which also inexplicably stars the inimitable Tandy Newton. I don't know what she's doing in this movie, but look, none of this is the point, really. I'm not trying to just dunk on Norbit. That's an amazing item, by the way, potentially at least. Okay, I'll put down my weapon. I got another sword. Sorry, spinning my wheels here is 9:34 on a Tuesday morning. Just trying to find a conversational thread that makes sense. Are you familiar with, and this ties into Norbit, you won't believe me right now, but you will in a second. Dude, we can't. It's just too much on soy milk, but you can be mad about that one if you want. This is going to be a good balance, I think. Are you familiar with the saga of the Beatles and the Beach Boys, how they relate to one another? That the Beatles released Rubber Soul, and it inspired Brian Wilson to stop making, juvenile teenage love songs like, she's my little deuce scoop, you don't know what I got. And instead he made, Pet Sounds, which has some of the most, beautiful and important pop songs of the 1960s on it. God Only Knows, I Guess I Just Wasn't Made for These Times, Wouldn't It Be Nice, etc., etc. Actually feel like Good Vibrations was actually like a B-side off of Pet Sounds, if I remember correctly, which should tell you how strong that album is. Then the Beatles heard Pet Sounds and went, what the heck, this is amazing, and they made Revolver, which is even better than Rubber Soul, and possibly even better than Pet Sounds. It's definitely up there. And then Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys heard Revolver and went, nobody else on Earth could possibly compete with this, and kind of like mentally spiraled for decades afterwards, culminating in the release of Smile in 2004, an unfinished album that its production began during his descent. Now, with all that in mind, did you also know that in 2007, Brian Wilson, the creative mind behind the Beach Boys' prolific songwriting, gave an interview to a local newspaper where he said that his favorite movie of all time was Eddie Murphy's Norbit? He didn't strike me as the kind of guy, he's got a sensitive mind. He, is considered one of the preeminent artists of the 1960s, I suppose. But for whatever reason, man, Norbit, really tickled his fancy. I would have thought that he would, be a purveyor of fine films or something like that. But no, he said Norbit. In fact, I believe in his exact verbiage, someone said, have you seen any good movies lately? And he said Norbit. And then they said, how was it? And he said, it was fantastic, very funny. The interview really seemed like he just wanted to get out of there. But it also, I read the primary source on this one, okay? I didn't just find out via Wikipedia. I went back and I read the primary source. Let's try to get this, there's a good opportunity for a bomb back here that we could take advantage of. By the way, there's no reason this run can't tick. I don't think there's any reason this run's, you know, screwed just because of where it stands right now. I think there's definitely great chance for success. Soy milk is really good. You know, it's a bit dubious, but I would be disingenuous if I said something like, oh, wow, Firemind and soy milk? Wow, what a ripoff. I'm actually, like, I'm pretty stoked. It's an unusual start, but that's what makes it more fun, I think. Okay. Little spooky here. Not spooky at all, actually. Not spooky in the slightest. I will step on the other button. I regret everything. I regret it all. Anyway, long story short, I finished Norbit. Definitely do not recommend it. Pretty terrible movie, all things considered. Arguably one of the worst comedies I've ever seen. The only thing I can say about it is that it does have a couple of moments that I thought were pretty funny. I think we've said those enough. We don't need to go back down the road, but... Run. Wow, we didn't even get to the half red heart. What the heck happened there? Good pills, though? We didn't have a trinket. 48-hour energy with no spacebar item. Yankee with no brim. I'm not sweating it. It's just, you know, it's a little underpowered right now. But I think if we go to the alt path and then pivot back to the other direction so we can get double items for a bit, then I think there's a chance that this run could get there. I mean, soy milk plus any tier synergy that doesn't blow up the shots in our face is pretty good. Now, I'm hoping that the game meets me in the middle on comedic timing there. Because you might think I'm talking about Firemind, but what if Ipecac shows up later? Wouldn't that be a humorous little turn of events? I must admit, I do not remember what the Hierophant does, what the questionable Hierophant does. I remember the lovers. Dreamcatcher is interesting. I have to remember not to hit the spacebar. It's some of the most, you know, deeply ingrained muscle memory inside of me. So one of the lovers is... No. Wait. Just Tainted Justice is many cards. No, Tainted Justice is many chests. Okay. Then something is many pills. I thought it was lovers. Is many... No, or is lovers... Lovers is magic skin, right? It uses magic skin? Where are you coming out of there? We got super lucky. Anyway, long story short, I think it's mighty clear that I'm very confused about what the red cards do to begin with. And this is one that I'm not sure that I've ever actually even had before. So it's confusing enough in its own right. Just keep it moving. I mean, I want a deal with the devil, obviously. If we happen to not get one, it is what it is. We actually, we would prefer to get one if only to say no to it. Because I think deals with the angel are substantially better as tainted, or not tainted. Oh no! After all that! Anyway, we prefer to get one so we could finesse angel deals in the future, but we also maybe have a little bit of an extra advantage here when it comes to, hold on. When it comes to playing, like, Eddie rooms, for example, because of the fact that we, you know, have 2 health bars to draw from. We're not sweating it too much. It's obviously, you know, like, I'm not thrilled with the way it's gone so far with the double hits, but it is what it is. That was just really poor, honestly. We should have taken the time to move out of the way. But I don't see this being a big negative. Yet, at least. Let's leave those for now. I haven't exactly min-maxed this run hither to this point. And I rarely do, but this one in particular I've been a little bit a little bit slower on. I've been a little bit lazy, if I'm being honest with you. So let's just try to pull it back. You know, we're still super early. At least we know that we're being lazy and we could try to deviate off of it. There's an unlazy play. Two of spades. Okay. Control Q. Justice card. Control Q. Don't mind. 5 cents. One of the many magic numbers. Am I insane, or is this the longest floor that's ever existed? I feel like it's the longest floor I've ever seen in my entire life. And yet I don't concern myself with it. Magician card. Where's my double item room? This is the whole reason I came down here in the first place. Don't forget the Spirit Hearts either. You might say, now that you finished the magnum opus of Norbit, what do you think's next on the list for you as far as media goes? I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. You know what? Actually, I have an answer for that now that I think of it. Unfortunately, I think Clicker just literally ruins our attempt here. And we got Yuck Card again. Weird. Not bad, but weird. We definitely want to make sure we got that protected, so let's give one, and I think we can give the other Spirit Heart to Esau for now. It's a little unfortunate the way that this worked out, but... And technically, like, I'm sure there's going to be comments that are like, you should have at least taken the Clicker, because maybe you could have re-rolled it later with a Perthrow or something like that. You know what I say to that? You're absolutely right. I didn't think of that in the moment, but subject to even the slightest amount of scrutiny, yeah, absolutely. That makes perfect sense, quite frankly. You got me. I should have. Now, just rest assured that I will be watching your every move in every YouTube video you post to make sure you don't make any mistakes either, because apparently that's the standard we hold ourselves to. Now, we're going down to the next floor. 100% the next thing I watch is going to be Loki. Because if it came out on Friday, it might be suspect, but now that it's coming out on a Wednesday, oh man, absolutely. The Hero Font Isaac. Just give it a second. Hero font. It's just, it takes a minute. Oh, this wiki needs to be updated. Tainted Hero font card. 22 new reverse tarot cards. Isaac video guide. Spawns 2 bone hearts? Spawns 2, boom, 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 boom. Well, let's wait till we get some red hearts back, but, like, that's amazing. I'm so glad I looked it up, because the alternative was absolutely just not touching it. Okay, that's the Magician. And then, like, finishing our run having not touched it. I hate that it put the Yuck card at the front, but that's okay. So what do we need? Well, this floor, we really need to get that deal with the devil, deal with the angel situation under control. We kind of... My 2 cents is that we need deals with the angel to have a realistic chance to win the run. We don't have a run that I would say right now is realistically capable of beating the beast on its own merit. Needs a little bit more sauce. Excuse me, the game is broken. It only pays out with troll bombs. Ah, we were so set to. Okay, hold, just chill. We're chilling. I'd like to chill with you. Thank you. Dude, I forgot. We actually played this right accidentally. Placenta will fill up the bone heart. Little Chad is a completely acceptable pickup. And it really doesn't matter who gets it. So why did I give it to you? Because it mattered to me, okay? This is the portal. Right? This allows you, when you start a floor, it will it'll give you portals where you can either go to the item room, the boss, the secret room, etc., right off the bat. I think that for 7 cents, it's kind of like an obvious take. But even, like, if it were 15 cents and we had the money, I would consider it. I actually think that's pretty valuable, to be honest. Because, I mean, in particular for getting deals with the devil when you're in a vulnerable position, or deals with the angel, hopefully, when you're in a vulnerable position, like, it means we don't have to not take damage for the entire floor in advance, or alternatively, we could just go to the item room right off the bat and get whatever they have in there. But I don't know. Now I'm crunching the numbers in my head here, and I'm like, maybe we're a little late. And you know, sometimes people might say you're not wrong, you're just, you know, early. I think if you're early, it's another way of being wrong in this situation. If you're late, it's a way of being big wrong. What are you talking about? I really don't have any idea. I was trying to just spin some drama out of a dramaless moment of banter. But in general, here's my thinking, okay? Normally, love trying to finesse the angel deals. It's a realistic way for us to get essentially 2 items for free. Because, you know, normally you can only pick up 1 on an angel deal. But if there's 2 on display, we can pick them both up at the same time and feel mighty good about that. However, let's drop this in here. Just hoping those would land. I think you also have to acknowledge we do pay a cost. The cost for trying to get angel deals is that's fine. We'd be giving up an entire... Don't take my bone heart. Get owned. Saved? Don't hit me. Don't hit me. We'd be giving up a deal with the devil, which is actually kind of dangerous when we get this late in the game. I think we have to hope that there's a good item in here now. I don't know if we'll have the time to make everything else work for us. So I'm going to get a little spicy, okay? I'm going to take Contract from Below. And I am going to take Little Delirium as well, just because at this point, I think if you're in for a penny, you're kind of in for a pound. Something's wrong. 1 makes you larger. That's suboptimal. Range up. That's pretty good. I'm gonna try to be a smart guy. I'm gonna try to be smarter than I was, you know, yesterday, and use that as, you know, if you compound that year over year, you're not looking so bad, right? So, I'm just looking. I'm thinking maybe we can get into the boss trap room. That's very nice to be able to get into the boss trap room here. Maybe pick up a spirit heart on our way out. Nope, never mind. A damage upgrade, that goes to Soy Milk. Now, we've gone from calling the character Esau to Red Unit, and now they are just named after their most important item. We've come a long way. Through the hard times and the good. Nope. Okay. The dodges are, you know, substantially more difficult, obviously, when we're talking about trying to dodge with 2 different characters here, and then we gotta reconsolidate them on the regular as well. There we go. Yeah, we're still, like, pretty underpowered. Soy Milk is really good, but we have to make sure that, like, pretty much every damage that upgrade that shows up has to go to you. I'm actually super stoked we took Firemind, because without Firemind, I think we would have been in a much worse position. Now, hold on, I have a Discord message. Anytime I see a push notification on Discord, I know it's semi-potentially important. This one was not of critical importance, but that's okay. Still, it bears mentioning. Get me out of here, please. And then we're at 16 minutes on the caves too, huh? Not exceptional. I don't really care about, you know, spending the resources required to pick up a sack. I apologize, we're back in, like, Isaac-focused banter here, but I really, you know, this one... I wonder about the ripple effect of us getting hit at the very end of that Wormwood fight. That's right, I know the names of some of the bosses. I feel like if we hadn't gotten hit on the Wormwood fight, and I'm gonna be a coward, basically, and not go down the opposite path here. I think we'll start with the item room. Poke Go, huh? I wonder, because we might have, as a result of that, gotten ourselves a deal with the devil earlier, which we would have gotten rid of or ignored in order to get a deal with the angel, and then, you know, who knows what happens as a result of that. But maybe we would have gotten garbage, okay? So, like, let's not get too concerned. We're still having a run here. We still got a genuine chance. We don't need items like mapping, like, because we're not intending to go, you know, on a long distance voyage here at the end of the game. We're just trying to go for that true ending, which right now I would put our chances of success on the true ending path at a real low. We got so lucky there. But all it takes is like one transformative item and everything, you know, is coming up Millhouse. Forget that. I fear no boss right now, but that room scares me. It's such a bummer too. It just goes to show you, like, you know, how disproportionately important some rooms are. Because I actually think, like, we've played a pretty good Jacob and Esau run here. We've definitely had some dodges where I wouldn't have expected myself to get out of it, and here I go getting out of it. But that one hit with like 3 seconds to go on the Wormwood fight, man, has compromised things to a legitimate degree. That being said, we're still going strong. This would be a great opportunity for 2 Spirit Hearts, or anything at all, really. It's okay, though. Are you seeing this? We're building something special. Now you can start to think about this, because this is a really great item for the beast fight. Unfortunately, it doesn't apply to both units. Soy Milk and Firemind, as they're now colloquially known. So there's a bit of a gamble associated with it, but that doesn't mean it's bad. I think we take that on Soy Milk. It also did not cost us our Spirit Hearts or Bone Heart, which is hilarious. So Soy Milk was definitely the right decision there. If it weren't, if we took it on the other character, and this is like a pretty solid play there, we would have ended up losing 1 HP. Getting 9 lives, so we probably would have considered it worth it, but losing 1 HP. Look at those yuck hearts, man. Let's fight it out here. Now, we just want to become Guppy. If we can somehow, you know, finesse Guppy out of this, on Soy Milk, with 9 lives, I don't think it gives us a guarantee. And you're going to be mad that I said it that way, but it's just because this character is such a dilemma, you know? Like that song with Nelly featuring Kelly Rowland. No matter what I do, all I think about is you. Even when I'm with my boo, you know I'm going crazy over you. Don't, man. Don't lose the Bone Heart. Of all the hearts you could lose, whatever. It doesn't... Whoa, okay. Hold on. Hold on. We start here. FU. I believe the proper response here is FU. That's a ripoff, man. And, what is... This is... Spirit Hearts and like... Tears Up or something? You feel cozy? It's just Spirit Hearts? I don't think it mattered really who we took that on. Let's caffeinate here, because we got a big floor remaining. What do we need? Let's be realistic, okay? We definitely don't want to leave without having gone to the shop again. We have to go to the curse room. There's too much at stake to just bail. So I'm hopeful that maybe the shop is gonna be the thing that takes us to the next level here, but I am also probably like justifiably skeptical. If we're auditing this run right now, I think we have like 2 6 out of 10 runs split in half. Just due to the nature of how this character works. That doesn't make it a 3, but it also doesn't make it a 6, unfortunately. So I don't know what I would say we're looking at right here. Again, it's one of those things where I think if we were just a single character, it wouldn't be a problem. We would pretty much have it under control. I don't really even know what you do, but I'm gonna take you. Just because... Don't you make the shots get weird at some point or something? I don't know, man. Brainworm? The shots are, like, chunkier? They home, maybe? I don't know. We need a lot more. And I apologize, because it's very non-specific. I don't specifically know what a lot is in this situation, but I think it starts with the Spirit Heart. I do not think you buy the Compass. I think it's essentially completely irrelevant. That's growth, by the way. That's maturity for me to not be taking that. I just... What's it gonna do for us, you know? We don't care for it one way or the other. Well, if this is our final floor here... we definitely start by going to the item room. Okay, and I think, assuming this works, and it did, I would take this on soy milk. That's pretty good. We're still definitely, you know, struggling, but it's pretty good. That would have been a 6 small rock opportunity, but... Okay, this floor. Most important thing. Man, this run, by the way, it really highlights how the last time we did a Jacob and Esau true ending run, we had such an amazing run, and I just got so lost in dialogue that I forgot to take the Fool card. That's really coming back to bite me, you know? Because this is more like your typical Jacob and Esau run, and now I'm like, man, I sure wish I had all that amazing stuff that I didn't take advantage of on our last one. Now, Alabaster Box... I really don't see us getting to use it. However, give it to me. You know why? Battery charges will not work for it, unfortunately. It's the only way I see us... let me put it this way. This is a better way to describe it. It's a Hail Mary. PokeGo, we know what it is. The best PokeGo player on Earth might be able to use it properly to create a situation, and we can Fool card out after this, so I don't mind jumping in here. The best PokeGo player on Earth could possibly use it to finesse an amazing familiar that would also somehow help us on the beast fight, which is unlikely, to put it politely. And Soy Milk, you take that damage up, and then we're just gonna get ourselves out of here. And then we're going to make sure we drop the Polaroid instead of the negative in there. So we've actually, like, more than doubled Esau's damage here. He's earned his name back. But I think that the most interesting play is to try to get Alabaster Box to work. Maybe we can also... It's a bit of a risk, / like a definite risk. But we could try... to just open it, man. Go for it, right? Oh my god, that's just embarrassing. We could try to play an Eddie Room or something like that. You do have to realize we're coming pretty close to the point where not shooting for the moon is the biggest risk of all. Like, it's more of a risk to just embrace the slow decline into irrelevance on this run than it is to do something that is a low percentage chance to maybe pan out, but if it pans out, gives us the chance to claw out of here. You know what I mean? That being said, I think this run, on this floor, I've realized to some extent this run is posted. That's okay. We gulped there. Every run, we get a little closer to Jacob and Esau finally being done forever and only showing up on random runs where it'll bother the crap out of me. Okay, so we've seen our shop. So we want... I don't know if this is going to work, by the way. I think we might just end up overcharging Yuckheart here. But let's try. It doesn't work, huh? Just appears to not work. Okay. I'm not upset. It's, you know, the item should work that way. If that's the way it's supposed to work, then that's the way it should work. We have one bomb. We have more bombs. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Her name is Rio and she dances on the sand. Sorry, that's I know what you're thinking. You know what I'm talking about? Duran Duran? Come on. You're gonna tell me you're not a Duran head? Her name is Rio and she dances on the sand. It's a great song. It's one of the all-time classics. Well, with our money, we should play you. I don't know. Rotten Baby I've only seen pay out with flies. I'm not against it, but like, we can handle that ourselves right now. Ooh, just like a river twisting through a dusty land. More? I don't know where all these spirit hearts are coming from, but is coming dangerously close to validating my thesis here. If we get HP, the HP, oh no, should go to Jacob. Jacob does touch it. You wouldn't. Like, I appreciate the Spirit Heart charges, don't get me wrong, but you wouldn't screw me like this, right? You're gonna screw me like that? Okay, well, get screwed like this then. I maybe took it a step too far. Balls of Steel? Secret rooms are not worth nothing, so that's worth something. Yeah, I'm not optimistic. But anything could happen. We're at least swinging for it. You gotta respect that. Balls of Steel, 48-hour energy, won't work, right? Worth a try, but it won't work. So I think for now, I'm still content to hold Alabaster Box. just looking for, well, really, like a second secret room that could have a bunch of Spirit Hearts. Pokego is not going to be the difference between a win or a loss. But Alabaster Box could be. So we'll just head back to our spawn room. We probably, my 2 cents on this one is I really doubt we live through the mausoleum if we don't get Alabaster Box to pay out post-haste. I have no memory of where the spawn room is, for the record. I'm just... Didn't we fight... We fought that boss early, right? Wouldn't it be maybe back here? And then... Yeah. Okay. So we're on the true ending path, which is a start. That's boss and that's secret room. We definitely do not do boss. The secret room might be, you know, not that incredible, but the boss literally does not allow us to even leave the room once we're in, as we've learned after many indignities that have been suffered over the course of this this DLC. So we're very quickly approaching, like, you know, the Flaming Lips waiting for a Superman. He hasn't dropped them, forgot them, or anything. It's just too heavy for Superman to lift. We need, like, Spirit Hearts. Sorry. Spirit Hearts would be absolutely incredible right now. It could be the Hierophant. I think at some point you're begging for, you know, miracles here. You might as well try them. Similarly, you know, much to your surprise, perhaps, we are going to take a look at whatever the spacebar item is. Hive Mind. Actually, we got it on the right character, which is stunning to me. And it's helpful. Probably not transformative, but helpful. And we got to keep in mind, we, in theory, could win Saul's Alabaster Box. I'm not suggesting that the likelihood is high, because that's ridiculous. And I would also suggest that even with Alabaster Box, we could end up looking at this run and being like, it's still toasted. On average, we're probably more than 2 angel deals away from complete despair. Or from complete redemption, I should say. But if they're really, really good angel deals, then who knows? But first, we, you know, don't sweat it. We got an item room that's it's on our list. Could change everything. Dad's lost coin. Little luck upgrade. You know, for the price of free. That's the worst room I've ever... Oh, okay, you've come back with 1 HP now. Alright, now we lose. This is where a loss happens. I was wrong, though. 9 lives works as both characters. So that's something. This is... Now I'm looking at it, and I gotta be honest with you. I'm like, maybe this actually isn't that bad. Or at least... maybe there's a chance. Like, losing the HP that we had is pretty bad. But the flip side is that now that I know 9 lives is, like, distributive... that hurts. Now that I know 9 lives is distributive, there's something to be said about it, man. Question marks? Toothpicks? Probably don't need much of a tears upgrade on the soy milk character, but that's okay. I mean, if you kill me, it's fine. You know, we have 7 lives left. I at least think that I'm not giving up yet. This is one of the unique ways, and it really is surprising, but it's one of the unique ways that we could fail positively. You know, 9 lives working out for both characters here in the same or a similar capacity is one of the only ways I think we could lose and win. We do only have 6 lives left, and we would love to keep... I mean, this is self-evident, right? I hate when people are like, you know, you do better if you keep your lives for the final boss. Yeah, oh, are you telling me that, like, if you have more HP, your chances of winning go up? That's like... Oh, I've full screened the game accidentally. That's because I was typing F in my own Twitch chat. Roid Rage and Ares. We have no bombs? Are you kidding me? After all that, we're bombless? Because oh no. Oh no. Okay, just play it smart here, man. We're gonna get a bomb for this. You're not gonna gate me from this. I don't believe it. I refuse. I refuse to believe it. Okay, there's no way we can get a bomb. If you'll excuse me, I am going to become the Joker. I'm willing to try to get a life here. No, I'm not. There was no bomb for sale, huh? Like, a bomb for sale would change everything for me, because I could get both of those. I hate you. I don't think I can beat Mausoleum Mom like this. And that's not just being defeatist. I think, like... Oh, we don't have to beat Mausoleum Mom, man. That's a different path.
Spent it. It's gone. Just get
okay.
over it.
Spirit Horts. Yeah, I'm not optimistic. We made it. Okay, here you go. If only we had Pokego, man, this would have changed everything. We now have bombs. I think, you know, given everything that's happening here, we kind of understand. We can't lose now, like that, or die on this room at least. We kind of understand you have to do this. Even though it uses part of your stack, it has to be done to bring hope to the people. And I think we'll probably try to do the same thing here on these skulls, even though the chance of a payout is low. It could also pay out with a card. That would be worth something for me. That's not surprising. This takes us back to the boss room, I think. So we'll just keep it moving. Depths 2. Looking for tinted rocks. Oh, come on. 2 lives left, baby. 2 lives left. I don't even want to. Most of the time, I enjoy the pursuit of looking at, like, you know, what items could save us right now. Today is not one of those days. I'm choosing to remain in ignorance, I think, and maybe at some point, you know, if we just happen to pass through this and get some spirit hearts, then we'll, you know, we'll use Alabaster Box and we'll do our best given what we have. But for now, we're... I think it's better to, you know, don't worry yourself about stuff like that. It's not necessary to get so wrapped up in, you know, hypothetically the laws of physics dictate that, like, no run could possibly live at this point. Let's not worry about that. Let's just, like, do it, man. Let's just, like, be built different and see how she goes here, you know? Things that have never been done happen all the time. All the time. Every day. We just have to make sure that we're in that category, which, I mean, if you're governed by the laws, the so-called laws of statistics and probability, you would say that we probably have a low percentage chance right now, but luckily, I'm not worried about being, you know, mathematically literate. Instead, let's just do it and be legends. You ever consider that? I will say we also have a chance to really do, like, an epic prank on the Dogma fight. Like, what we could do is spawn Dogma, and then, hear me out, use the Emperor card to leave, and then re-enter the Dogma fight, and he'll be like, what? Were you guys just here? And I'll be like, no. Yes. Certainly, we don't really care for a minute of getting stomped on by feet over and over. And if you do, you know, that's between you and God, and maybe your therapist, but... for me, we'll just be leaving now. And I know for a fact, the game will not hold out on me forever. At some point, fair enough. We only have 2 lives left, technically, so at some point, I know the Spirit Heart is gonna show up for us. Please shoot diagonally. Oh, dude, Brainworm! Let's go! Thank you, Brainworm. I know at some point, there's gonna be a Spirit Heart resting around here. It must happen. I will it to be so. This is why I'm actually, I mean, obviously taking the time to explore here. We really just need, like, fires, or... I mean, it could pay out from a room. There could be blue fires. There could be a tinted rock. There could be, you know, skulls. The moon card just does nothing, right? Yeah, okay. Well... every floor that we live, there's blue fires on Downpour. There's blue fires on Downpour. You blow him up, he becomes enemies. He doesn't become anything special. This room, frickin' sucks. Yep, but we made it through. Okay, so now we're actually on our last life. We just need... No, not with the tiny bomb. Not with the tiny bomb. Following us around at all moments, please. The heck? This is bad. Ooh, okay. Well, I honestly... Ooh. Glitch? I don't know why I said it like that. Ooh, now you put me in a position where the game is glitched. Okay? That means probably we could play this, like, just until we win. I'm unwilling to do so. I'm being sincere with you. I'm unwilling to do so. I would, you know, it was a blight that was staining my reputation in the game. I'm not willing to send it. Okay? What I am willing to do is just see what Alabaster Box would give us. Like, I'm still, at this point, it's not about the win. I embrace the loss that we've earned, and I remember that losing is learning, okay? Losing is learning. A loss is a lesson. The next thing we need to do, rather than take the easy way out, is just, I gotta, for my own curiosity, I gotta sate... Oh, what Alabaster Box would be. I gotta know. What are you? That's the shield you shoot out of your face, right? That's interesting. I don't know if we ever would have used it properly, but for now we got to resign on that one because I think that it would be unbecoming of us to take advantage of that. But we'll be back to play more Jacob and Esau. It was a fun run, and thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Upset a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya.